Now, being patient takes practice, I know. So start small. We'll start with something small. Challenge yourself to be patient in a long line at the grocery store. Grocery store? There's a bee. Alright, here he is right here, the famous Zach, checking in again. So first we're going to go off his... What up, big dog? Welcome to the 4th episode of Grow With Me. Thanks for clicking that link, and we're going to check in with Zach right now, see what he's been up to the past week. Alright, here we go. We're back with the famous Zach. And first we're going to check up with him on his major goals. Obviously, if you can remember, he wanted to focus on his career job. And Zach, what have you done the past week to tackle that, getting your career job?
Well, in this past week, last week I signed up for Wadsworth Police Department. This week I'm actually going there. Actually tomorrow, Thursday, I'm taking their test. I scheduled a home interview, and that's actually happening next Wednesday, the 12th. And then I should be scheduling my polygraph sometime this week for Akron.
Sweet, so he's still getting closer. Now, Zach, these past 4 weeks you focused on your career. These next 4 weeks we're going to try to tackle another one of your major goals, which is losing weight and eating better. So this week Zach's going to weigh himself each day, and he's going to check back in. What we're going to do is aim for 1 pound every week. Alright, and we're going to check in with Zach on his goals from last week. If you can remember, the mental habit last week that I told Zach to try to incorporate was living differently, going outside his comfort zone, and doing something different. So Zach, can you tell everyone what you did differently this past week?
Well, this past week, one of the first things I did, I'm not a huge fan of this, but thought I'd give it a go. I tried painting with my girlfriend. She has these little end table things. Try to give that a go. The second thing, I usually always take the same route to my girlfriend's house, and it's on the highway, and it's pretty boring. Get pretty sleepy. So I tried going through the cities and stuff like that. It didn't really take that much longer, and it was nice to explore all those views. And then the last one, I actually asked my chief to call me about my interviewing, and I asked him, I didn't know if he could do it, but I asked him to tell me what I can improve upon my interviewing, because I have that home interview next week, so I actually asked him how I can improve. So.
Cool. So Zach went outside his comfort zone, and it sounds like he learned from it and grew from it as well. Good job, Zach. Alright, and last week's physical habit for Zach was to just simply eat more veggies. So I'm going to put some pictures up on the screen. He did actually incorporate one extra veggie per day. But Zach, I want to ask you, how easy was it? Was it hard to incorporate one more extra veggie a day?
I would say it's pretty easy. I kind of stuck to the veggies that I liked. I didn't try anything weird. Didn't try anything new like squash or anything, but simple things like broccoli. I'm a huge fan of broccoli, so instead of just I guess passing it up, I just kind of incorporate it every day.
Cool. Alright, and then the spiritual habit from last week was to meditate. I know this is hard for a lot of people to do, and I'm guessing that Zach had a tough time at first, but let's check in and see. Zach, how was it meditating? Was it hard? How did you feel? How long did it take you to get relaxed?
Well, to be honest with you, it usually doesn't take that long. This week I did try to push it harder than I usually would, I guess, but pretty much every night I do the same thing. I always remind myself what I'm thankful for. I always remind myself that tomorrow is a new opportunity to do something better, and it just kind of, I guess, comes natural, and I just try to be thankful for everything. And I think of something the next day that I can do to make myself even more happy, I suppose.
Okay, cool. Thanks again, Zach. Alright, now let's go over this week's goals for Zach. The first goal and habit that I want Zach to incorporate is kindness. That's a mental habit. Yes, kindness is a habit. Now, it can be cultivated. I want Zach to focus on it every day, and I'm sure that he's going to see profound changes in his life. He's going to feel better about himself, and he's going to see people react differently and treat him better. Now, how is Zach going to make kindness a habit? He's going to try to do something for someone else each day, okay? At the beginning of the day, he's going to figure out what kind of act he wants to do for someone else, and he's going to do it with compassion. So after he interacts with someone, I want him to try to be kind, to be friendly, and like I said, to be compassionate towards that other person. I want him to try to go to beyond small kindnesses to larger acts of compassion, whether it be volunteering to help those in need, or, taking the initiative to relieve someone from suffering. And for you guys that are viewing, if you guys want to feel good, one of the simplest, most effective ways to feel good is to do something for someone else. If you want people to treat you with more respect, you need to start treating others with more respect. It's simple, it's karma. If you want your life to get better, help someone else's life get better. The more you do for others, the more others will do things for you. Alright, and this week I want Zach to perform 4 acts of kindness. Now he can choose obviously what he wants to do for someone else, but I want him to either A, videotape it, take pictures, report back next week on what he did for someone else. Alright, and next week's physical goal for Zach is preparation. Now if you fail to prepare, you're going to prepare to fail. Alright? Preparing his meals ahead of time for the next couple of days. He can buy in bulk, pick a time to cook, and set it in the fridge. Okay, now you guys got to understand that most of the time when we eat fast food, it's because it's convenient for us. It's because we don't have anything else to eat. So if you prepare your meals and you have that meal with you, you don't have to be a bodybuilder to prepare your meals, okay? You can take that meal with you wherever you go, and instead of getting that fast food, eat that meal. This is going to help you with temptations and distractions, and it's also going to help you from going hungry. So next week, Zach, I want you to prepare your meals. Whether it be for a couple days, you don't necessarily have to do it for the whole week, but I want you to take some pictures to prove that you prepared your meals ahead of time. Send them to me and I'll show them to you guys next week. Alright, and the spiritual goal for Zach next week is patience. Alright, all good things come to those who wait, correct? Now I want you guys to be the judge of that. I can tell you from my experiences that I have reached more of my goals by being patient and determined than from luck, being lucky. So patience shapes your talents into achievements. It's going to help you dedicate your efforts for a long period of time. Being patient teaches us self-control and calmness, and it's going to teach us that you can't always have what you want when you want it. We have to center ourselves and appreciate what we have right now. If you can't appreciate what you have right now, you'll never value what the future has in store for you. Now understand that being patient takes practice, alright? And practice makes perfect. So my idea is to start with something small. Challenge yourself to be patient in a long line at the grocery store. Whatever your goals are, staying disciplined and practicing patience will help you on your road to success. Alright, next week, Zach is going to write down 3 or 4 instances where he practiced patience, okay? I want him to take pictures again, videos, whatever's necessary, and report back next week.
When I get aggressive, tell you to go slow, go fast, like controller, like controller, give me some controller. Like control.